Hey, what's up guys, Xrd here, welcome. I wasn't active for a while on YouTube cause I had terrible internet, but I'm back. Hope you all guys are doing well and enjoying Classic WRATH. I've leveled my Ret Paladin and almost got prepared for the first 10-man Nax raid next week, and I'm only missing a Trinket, and I thought you might also want to see my pre-raid BIS gear, which is hit and expertise cap, so I'm gonna break it down. I tried collecting my BIS gear from this website called WOTLK.gg, and I think it's the best one. I've searched a lot, but when I was farming gear I came to a point where I had better stats than the one this website is showing, so I'm making this video. First thing you're gonna have in mind is getting to hit and expertise cap. It actually is a thing. If you dodge or miss any of your attacks on single target, it's a huge DPS loss. So what you do is trying to collect as much expertise and hit rating items as you can from heroic dungeons. Later on you can sort them out. First two items I bought with my emblems were the handguards and the chest piece, so I can have 2 piece tier set bonus, which increases my divine storm damage by 10%, which is huge. They both can be bought for 140 emblems together. Then you gotta buy Mirror of Truth trinket for 40 emblems and this neck piece for 25, and you can also get this belt with 40 emblems, but I actually found a better one when farming because I was missing a bit more of expertise, so I kept this one. It also has better stats, more attack power and agility, but it doesn't have the critical. Second trinket I should be using is Red Dragon's Blood, which drops from the Nexus last boss, but I still haven't got it unluckily, but I'll get it for sure for the raid. If I'm gonna be honest, this trinket is a must-have for you because it literally is the strongest you can have, because it has a passive 55 hit rating. As you can see, I'm still missing like 40 hit rating, so I should get this trinket to reach the hit cap. So get this trinket, or you can also buy Dark Moon card Greatness, but you should spend a lot, like around 15 to 20k depending on your server. Currently in Techlorium it costs around 15k and I passed it, so I just hope for Dragon's Blood drop. So all of these were bought by emblems, but I actually also spent a lot for other items too. I have my engineering goggles that require 440 skill to be created, and I've spent around 3k in total to reach that skill, and I made it. Other one you can also buy is a spiked Titan steel helm, which is made by blacksmithing, that costs around 2k average on any server, up to your choice. You might also struggle on getting a good shoulder piece. There's not much variety of shoulders in heroic dungeons, to be honest. You can use any you get that has either hit rating or expertise. I'm saying again, if you get any of them, just keep it, don't sell anything. Store them in your bank, and if you're missing any stats before the raid, at the end you can manage them. I got these shoulders from UP second boss. My cloak is a BOE bot from the auction house, which can be made from tailoring. It only costs around 400 gold, so don't bother yourself. I suggest you. Wreaths are also bought from the auction house for almost 200 gold again. I don't hesitate buying these because they're super cheap and useful. And this wrist is probably your pre-raid BIS, because it's missing stamina, instead giving hit rating and critical. Recommended pants from the website are staggering leg place from UK dungeon, but I actually found a better version of this item. I got these from Ocalos, and the difference is only 3 less hit rating and 5 strength, but 60 more agility. It also got 2 seconds, I know, but 60 agility is much more worth, to be honest. You got 2 boot options depending on your hit rating. One is from Knights of the Emblem Blade Exalted if your expertise capped, and the other one is from Argent Crusade Exalted. Since I'll reach hit cap with the Red Dragon trinket, I'm using the first one. I got my first ring from the auction house for 250 gold, which has a nice amount of hit rating. You can also get agility or strength Kirinto rings from Dalaran vendor if you're into min-maxing, but there's no way I'm spending 8k on a ring, to be honest. But if you're throwing your money away, you can just buy any of them depending on your stat, the most you're missing. So I was missing the second ring, and I was also farming Winter Grasp at the same time for shoulder enchant, so I made tons of honor and didn't know where to spend them. and I bought the PvP 213 eye level ring from the Stormwind PvP vendors, and it actually is so good and can be compared to the alternative rings according to the website, so I'm using it. And the Libram of Furious Blows is your best Libram till you get to 1900 arena rating and get the PvP Libram. Isn't it funny? A green Libram is even better than next Ramos Librams. There's also one you can buy from Emblem vendor. It says your judgments only when using Seal of Command has a chance to give you 173 critical rating for 10 seconds. First off, it doesn't work in single target. And also I've tested this Libram before the WRATH Classic in War main. It only procs like 1 out of 5 judgments, but Libram of Furious Blows says any of your judgments always give you 61 critical for 5 seconds, so I guess it's clear. Best weapon according to the website is Blacksmithing's two-handed mace BOE, which can be bought from the auction house, but it costs a lot. There's also another epic weapon you can get from the last boss in Halls of Lightning, but it's a two-handed axe. If you're human, I suggest you to use Knights of the Ebon Blade two-handed sword, which can be bought if you're revered, cause it also gives you 3 expertise. As I was missing 5 expertise points, I bought expertise sockets instead of strength. If you're good on expertise or hit rating, just fill all your sockets with the strength gems. Again, cause high quality gems cost thousands, I only bought a 12 plus version till I get raid gear. Remember to activate your meta gem using other colored gems too, and I'm using this meta socket. It's the best one probably before the raid, I believe. By the way, I'm also using a 15 plus spell penetration blue socket cause it helps your meta gem activation, and it also helps you not to resist your spells. If you're not aware, Ret Paladins also do resist their holy spells, including Judgment, Hammer of Wrath, or Exorcism. So a minimum of 25 spell penetration is mandatory using enchants or sockets. But for now, I'm getting away with 15 spell penetration. Enchants. I have Knights of the Ebon Blade, Revered Head enchant. Shoulder Beast enchants are Sons of Hodir Exalted enchants, but since I couldn't reach Exalted yet, I used Wintergrasp 40 attack power enchant using 40 Wintergrasp marks, I believe. I got Sword Guard Embroidery Cloak enchant from tailoring. Yes, my first profession is tailoring for sure, only because of this enchant. It's too OP. In case you don't know, all your attacks have a chance to activate 400 attack power for 15 seconds. It's like a trinket. Simple. 8 plus all stats on chest. I believe there was a better version, but my friend who does enchanting told me prices are too high at this moment. I can also use a slightly lower quality enchants on pre-raid items till we get the best gear from the raid, so don't mind. On some slots I'm not using best enchants. 38 attack power on my BOE bracers, 44 plus attack power crusher enchant on my tier piece gloves, eternal build enchant so I can have an extra socket on my build, 75 attack power, 22 critical leader walking enchants on legs, and 24 plus attack power on boots. I have chosen Greater Savagery Weapon enchant for now, but if you're willing to spend a lot, you can also buy a Berserking enchant. It costs around 2k right now on Theklorium, and I'll just buy it for my raid weapon. By the way, Engineering Hand Haste enchant is nerfed. I'm not sure if I'm using them or not. If you got an unused trinket and use it with your wings, it causes your hand hyperspeed to share 20 seconds cooldown, so there's no point in that unless you're using 2 passive trinkets. I also forgot to say, if you're an engineer, you can also use nitro boots. Yeah, that's not nerfed yet. So I guess that's all. I've covered everything. If you got any question, make sure to drop a comment. And by the way, I'm posting Retribution raid content soon, so if it's your first time here, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel for fresh content. Wish you guys the best, and we'll see you in the next one.